Oh, I'm out of storage.
Are you already?
No.
Oh my gosh. If I'm going to drag this whole Universal Studios backlot in here and I'm going to have you show up and then just straight out the box. Use the cloud.
Happy New Year.
Are you scared of someone hacking your sermons off the cloud?
Yeah, they're precious.
When I get on YouTube and I see someone talking about the Beatitudes, I'm throwing a beatitude down.
Wow.
Hey guys, welcome to Theological Punnery with Brandon and Pastor Blaster.
Feel certain that the Beatitudes are public domain.
I gotta lean back because I got a new office chair and
Thank goodness, because yours was gross.
It sits. Oh my gosh, it smelled
sick.
and it stunk. It held on to butt.
Okay.
It was a butt sponge.
Sorry, guys.
Which was coincidentally my nickname in high school. Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. Thanks you for listening. I'm Brandon, one half of the Cold Hands, Warm Hearts podcasting too. It's got to the point where I'm just so grateful for anyone paying attention that I'm gonna just be that guy.
Hi, guys.
I'm back to the gum kid.
I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half.
And thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Welcome to episode 82.
82.
Our New Year Spectacular.
Yep.
We failed you big time on our Christmas
Nope.
Spectacular.
We failed you big time.
Just in general.
2023.
That's it.
24 is gonna be
It's going to be our year.
maybe.
I feel hopeful.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool. I love that anytime we use the word spectacular on the podcast,
It isn't.
destined to fail. Destined to be a spectacular flop.
Or extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
There it is. So, guys, this is not our usual recording day.
Ugh.
Okay, due to some scheduling conflicts. Again, we're here in the week between Christmas and New Year's where nothing matters. And so there hasn't been a whole lot going on since we last recorded, but we're going to do our best.
Okay, so I'm going to hop in.
Okay.
Due to some scheduling conflicts.
My scheduling
is
conflicts.
it thank you so much because it's all about Ashley.
Guys, that's...
It's all about Ashley. This is her life. She's the perfect pastor, mother, and wife. She's the modern woman. Can she have it all? It's all about Ashley on NBC this fall.
Yes.
Found it.
I had a frog in my throat because that was so beautiful.
G-E-C.
Brandon.
Listen.
That was on the fly.
It's all about Ashley on NBC this fall.
And then there's me from the back, and then I turn around and
You
give
turn.
a smile.
And you're like, guys, you try to do the Mary Tyler Moore hat flip and just mess it up. Oh, God, hold on.
Can we
You
pitch
Healy
this to
through
the
the
network,
shot. You
please?
Healy through the shot. Oh, yeah, that's what the people want, is they want a 30-minute,
Yeah.
3-camera
Yeah.
sitcom.
And
Situational comedy about a pastor mother from Edmond, Oklahoma,
And half the
who's
episode
hard to schedule.
is me. Half the episode is me giving a message on Healy's.
Oh gosh, it's what it is. It's you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Seinfeld, where episodes would start with him doing his comedy, but it starts with you doing Beatitudes.
I think we've got something here.
Yeah, well, pitch it to Kirk Cameron.
He's the one.
He's the one. He's the guy. He's the guy that would do the Beatitudes sitcom. It's all about Ashley, but she wants you to know that the main thing is that you keep the main thing the main thing.
I'm going to go home and wipe my vision board clean.
What's the reason for the season? Oh, living for the Lord is so pleasing.
Can I tell you a story right now? I had not planned on doing this, but it fits. So I have a couple of friends in my life
That's it.
who have some experience in showbiz. I'm not going to say their names. I've said their names plenty in the past.
They know who they are.
They know who they are. Okay. Some years ago, one of their producer friends from a prominent television network.
Go ahead.
Not going to say what it is.
Go ahead.
We have not mentioned this particular network. different one.
Okay.
Okay.
CBS.
Nope.
Okay, no.
Anywho, one of their producer friends contacted them and said, "Hey, we hear that you guys have a group of friends from college that you've been friends with for all these years, and you're kind of a zany group. Can you tell us more about them?"
Yeah.
Okay, zany.
Zany.
That's not the word they use, but they should.
Buzzwords.
Okay, quirky would be better, maybe.
Okay.
So they start telling him, and they tell him that one of them's a pastor, a female pastor in Oklahoma, which sparks the interest. There's not very many of us here.
No.
Not very many. And I'm certainly not a lead pastor, guys. I'm a teaching pastor, but still not a whole lot of us. So they schedule an appointment with me via Zoom to discuss my life.
Were you auditioning? Was it an audition?
I didn't know
Were you camera
what I
ready?
was doing.
Did you
I
have
didn't
your
know
ring
what I
light
was
on?
doing. They interviewed most of us, and we submitted like pictures and stuff, and we thought, what is happening? This is... And we thought, okay, we're just going to hear him out and see, could this be something that's beneficial? Could this be a heartfelt thing? Whatever. So I have an interview with him, and she's trying to ask me all of these questions about people in this friend group. Like, who's the crazy one?
Who's the Samantha?
partier?
Who's the Samantha?
Were there any
Who's
crazy...
the Miranda?
Exactly. Were there any crazy hookups? And I was like,
I'm a pastor, madam.
well, no. I was like, honestly, no. I mean, we all enjoy a glass of Cabernet when we get together. Is that what you mean? And she was like, what do you guys talk about when you're together? Like, and she was like planting little seeds. And I was like our kids and work. Never heard from her again.
Right. Boring.
Boring.
She filed you under boring lady pastor. Your name is not even remembered. Yes,
Guys,
hi.
it never saw the light of day. And I'm sorry to our friend group because I'm probably the one that shut it down. What was I supposed to say, though? I told the truth.
They knew who they were sending, though. Like, let's be real. There are going to be some fireworks when the pastor auditions. Okay, go ahead and announce yourself. Yes, Ashley Engle, represented by God's Property Talent. Take one. Hey, guys. I just want you to know that I don't just preach. I also like to have a good time. Zany times, even.
I talk about my kids.
I have a friend who sings. I have a friend who has there's one of us who's got a Labradoodle and the other has got a golden doodle, and the things that they get into.
You guys, I'm not even kidding. After that, I thought, man, and honestly, it was probably for the best.
It's all about Ashley, canceled after one episode.
It wasn't all about me. It was about this group.
It's all about Ashley, turn your TVs off. Go outside and touch grass, 'cause it's better than this.
Honestly, it is. But guys, that was a wild time. And sometimes I forget that happened. Anyway, it was probably for the best. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful we didn't make it to the big time. I wouldn't be sitting here with you.
So is there any way I could get this lady on the phone? So that we could turn back time on whatever this is.
But it was so funny. She was like,
I wouldn't be sitting here with you like that was
kidding.
your rocket ship.
I was kidding.
You'd be putting your hands in the wet cement at Grauman's Chinese Theater as we speak.
First pastor to do so. First lady pastor. But anyway, guys, that was my brush with greatness.
Oh, God.
Lasted for as long as that Zoom call. And
Lasted
before
for
it
as
started,
long as it's all about Ashley.
That's right. And before it started, she was like, wear something cute. Put on some makeup, fluff your hair, be cute. And I was like, okay.
Did you just show up in your pastoral garb? Did you show up?
A collar?
Yeah.
I don't wear one of those. Anyway, that was a fun thing. So here we are.
Good segue. Solid segue. Anyway, that was a good thing.
That was a fun thing. I don't know that I've told many people that story, and it's a good one.
I guarantee you that lady who you auditioned for has told tons of people that story. And she was and she tells it under the guise of, do you guys want to hear the most boring thing I've ever done?
Anyway,
that was a fun thing. You gotta quit tugging on that microphone. It's gonna fall off the thing.
Brandon.
Yes.
It keeps bumping into my face.
Well, get a smaller face.
Okay. Anyway, so guys, I want us to circle back briefly.
Get a smaller face is an awesome insult. Nice face. Get a smaller one.
I hate it. Okay, let's circle back to Christmas Eve because we neglected to talk about the Martin family Christmas. And you told us that Nelson, your father-in-law, was going to be preparing a delicious meal, a
Yes.
departure from his typical.
Well, he had a couple years where he did the same thing, but since then he's been kind of deviating every year. He likes to mix it up.
Right. So this year he went with
Is it beef Wellington?
which is a difficult dish.
Lots
of components.
notoriously difficult.
Notoriously. How'd it go?
Fantastic.
You showed me a
it was a
picture.
beef Nellington. He nailed it. It was phenomenal. I ate 5 pieces, and these are not chintzy pieces. These are big boy. These are middle school Brandon pieces. these are Brandon starter jacket days pieces.
Yeah.
Starter jacket to hide
Yeah.
in there.
To hide the pouch.
Circus tent. Okay, pouch. Like, easy. Get a smaller face. Listen, no, it was divine.
Good enough that henceforth it shall be called the beef Nellington.
Henceforth, it's Gordon Ramsay's signature dish.
Ooh.
Get out of here, Gordon.
Yeah.
There's a new Nelly in town. Whoa, Nelly. You know what I'm saying?
Giddy up.
You know what I'm saying? It's getting hot in her.
Yeah, it
Nelly.
is.
Nelly Marty.
Well, I'm so glad. And you all had a wonderful
Yeah, it was
evening.
great.
Lindsay's sister
Yep.
and your brother-in-law came into town.
Inevitably, Ben's the one who has the best.
He's the
time
star of the show.
because he is quite literally the star of the show.
Also Chewy, though.
Chewy's great.
That dog is great. I almost stole him once.
Don't try to make my kids share top billing first on the call sheet with a dog.
Okay, he's a pretty great dog, though.
Wow. Hey guys, do you like this? Normally it's me insulting your kids. I kind of, you know what? It feels fine.
Benny's my heart. I don't want to talk about it. I'll cry. Okay. I also wanted to share this.
Go ahead.
Because typically I am not a sticky buns or a cinnamon roll person. But here's what I've been doing the past few days
Okay.
when carbs don't count.
They don't.
Deb and Dave had these for us at their home on the day after Christmas. They're from Williams-Sonoma, and they're sticky buns and then more of like a cinnamon roll puff pastry type
Okay.
combo. Best sticky buns I've ever had in my life.
Best sticky buns?
I cannot stop eating them. Well, now I can because they're gone. Anyway, guys, pro tip. Apparently you order these from Williams-Sonoma. They're frozen. And then you bake them. You let them rise and bake them. They're so very good. But here's the thing. They're so sticky, you could break a tooth. On the bottom, they have like a layer of...
See, I don't like this.
See, I don't either typically. That's what I'm saying.
It's all too sweet.
That's
It's all
typically how I
too
feel.
Sweet.
But when I tell you the texture of these, chef's kiss.
That was very civil on the microphone.
I don't care. Okay, I wanted to share that pro tip.
Because it truly is all about Ashley.
It's all about Ashley.
It's all about Ashley. We're shooting a pilot, but we don't expect very much more than that. Because America will not embrace her, because women aren't allowed to be pastors. Get out of here with your blasphemy, Ashley.
Wow. Apologies to our
Back
listeners.
to the kitchen with you. Just kidding. She's an independent woman and she can do anything. Also,
when I
this
turn and flip
this
my hair.
theme song is canceled too, by the way. 'cause
Well, it keeps
there
changing.
Is
You
there
keep
is
changing keys.
There's no real melody to it.
Changes every time.
I'm just riding high off getting the 3 notes of the NBC thing right.
You should be, because
The rest is gravy.
I could see the wheels turning in your head.
I did. I looked down and I was
as you
like,
were
"What's the?"
ding, ding.
I was like, "What's the?" If you'd
Ding.
like to know, I was going through what is called Nashville notation, or a number system where different notes are like correlate in a key, and I was like, "Okay, one." And I was trying to find where it fell.
Musical
Found it.
theory on the fly.
Sorta. If you want to call what I do musical theory, because I don't.
I do.
I have some theories about music.
So one thing we've been doing, continuing to do, is to zhuzh up the kids' rooms.
Yeah.
When I tell you,
I like a good zhuzh.
I've put up over 200 feet of LED lights in these children's rooms.
That is so much. You're the Clark Griswold of interior illumination.
Interior illumination, and they're great. But I'm having trouble getting them to stick.
Okay.
So we're having to get creative. But I've been doing that. So my
How are you doing it? Are
fingers-
you just licking the back of them and then slamming it into the wall?
And while they're
Okay,
plugged
so
in.
there's your first problem right there. don't do that.
Okay.
Use an adhesive.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. The adhesive that comes standard isn't getting the job done, is what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what you should use.
What?
I was literally about to give you really nice advice.
I want it. I'm sighing about myself and the experience I've had.
Gosh, I'm sighing about myself. The Ashley Engle story.
story.
It's all about Ashley. She's sighing about herself. She takes on other people's emotions.
It's true. It's a delight.
To her own detriment. Anyways, I just zhuzhed my pedal board right here below our feet up because I have outgrown my previous one. And Michael Trepanier.
There's a lot happening.
I know, it's wonderful.
I don't understand any of it.
It's wonderful.
So many blinking lights and knobs.
Do you want me to walk you through my signal?
Nope. I sure don't.
Okay, it starts with a buffer.
Guys,
Okay. And then
this is where you skip ahead.
And then there's a through that goes to the tuner. When the tuner. Okay, so anyways. But I reworked it and I used to use Velcro on it.
Looks great.
And Michael Trepanier told me, no, it's not about Velcro. It's all about dual lock, 3M dual lock hook system.
Oh.
And I did that on here. Cleaner, better, stronger.
Good. Looks good.
If you got some dual lock and maybe put it on your, like somehow worked it on your LED lights, it would hold. You could hang off of them. Maybe that's not the right move though.
Okay. So today, guys, pro tip, Williams-Sonoma sticky buns and 3M hooks.
And 3M dual lock.
That's great. Well,
that was a fun time.
That was a fun time.
That was a fun time, Brandon.
Anyway, my fingers are worn down from the amount of LED strip lights that I've been putting up. Also, and not related, Jeff made some phenomenal smash burgers on the flat top the other night.
Ooh, is burger press and the whole deal?
Burger press.
Did he put onions in them?
Onions.
Oh, come on.
Mushrooms.
Oh, baby, yeah.
Colby Jack.
And then did he put the cheese on top of the veg and then do a cover?
I think
to
so.
Steam it in there.
I think so. I didn't watch it because it was too cold and dark out there.
Get out of here!
So good.
A good smash burger on a flat top.
Yep.
Pretty great. I didn't never have a burger press until now. Just got one.
For Christmas.
Yeah,
From Crindy and Harry.
for Crimbus, and I had never you had never used one on it because whenever I make smash burgers, I just use the spatula, and it's kind of cumbersome and hard to do. You can get it there, but it's just more work. Whereas a burger press, just bingo bango.
Yeah,
and
got those crispy edges.
I did it. I did a maiden voyage of my burger press yesterday, but it was because I had slow braised a brisket the day before all day, made it, and I wanted to make it into tacos yesterday.
Ooh.
So I threw it in the pan, boom, burger pressed it, crisped it up, made brekkie tacos for dinner with my burger press.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's great. It's
That
fantastic.
sounds great.
It was
You and Jeff-
fantastic.
Fantastic. You and Jeff both got accessories for your flat tops.
Dude, you know what I've been thinking since we have all these accessories, and I just wanted to pick your brain on it. What do you think about Jeff and me getting into the restaurant biz?
Absolutely not.
Now, bear with me.
Absolutely
It's
not.
gonna lose money.
It's all
It's
about
gonna lose
Brandon.
time. it's gonna wreak havoc on everyone's mental health. But
and physical.
but we'll have access to like hot sauces.
Oh,
Right? Now hold on. Spicy takes. I'm gonna wreck my mental health, my physical health, my relationships in my life, but it's
Worth
all about
it.
hot sauce, picante, and me. That's our sitcom where we go in and we start a restaurant, and Jeff's name is Picante because he's the one who specializes in Southwest flavors.
Oh, I'm crying.
Oh, you want to talk to my man Picante about those blue corn tortillas? Picante, on delay, get out here.
Listen, this is the worst idea
No, just
for 2024.
you don't have to answer now.
No, I will.
You don't have to answer now. Wait,
Definitively.
just wait. Okay, well, I already bought one.
Okay.
I put a lease in on a failing delicatessen. Now, my track record would indicate
Stop it. It's a tough industry.
we did
guys.
great at the beginning.
Sure. It's
was-
a tough industry. And then COVID.
It's that end part that gets you.
It is. Plus, we had a pandemic, so that was rough.
The hot sauces, though.
Right. Worth it. Not ever again.
Picante and me.
Okay. Guys, yesterday, you know where I found myself again? I found myself back at the ice rink.
God.
This time, the indoor one, though.
Oh.
Which is better.
Arctic Edge.
Which is better.
Arctic Edge.
Arctic Edge.
I love the name of it.
It's so cold in there. So I stayed in the
Well,
lobby.
it's right there in the name.
And can I tell you that I had one of the strangest experiences of 2023 in the lobby of Arctic Edge.
And that's saying something, especially on the very tail end of it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like it's competing against every other experience.
I wanted to preface it by saying that just so you know. And once I tell you, you'll be like, that's not that weird, but it was. I was at the snack bar purchasing 3 bottles of water for my children.
Okay.
Gathered them up, have them in my arms.
Your children?
Yes. I'm looking at the table where my friend Jackie's sitting. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
And not your Jackie, my Jackie.
Well, my Jackie's our Jackie.
Okay, our Jackie, but this is another Jackie.
I have no claim to this Jackie.
Not yet.
We both have a claim to our Jackie.
Okay.
But this Jackie is a new friend to me. Hey, Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Want to get coffee?
Jackie, too.
Jackie. Well, let's not do that. I'm so sorry, Jackie.
Oh,
And Jackie. You guys aren't on a number system. You're Jackie A plus and Jackie A plus. You're both the Jackies.
okay.
You know, Jack Attack.
The
Here
Jack
comes the Jackies.
So I got the bottles of water in my arms, and I'm seeing the Jack Attack at the table across the lobby.
Awesome. Please start calling her the Jack Attack.
She'll hate it. And so I start walking back over there.
Our Jackie will like it.
I start walking back over there, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a gentleman wearing a cowboy hat.
Go ahead. Was he like a proper cowboy?
Well,
Or a poser like me in a cowboy hat?
I'm going to get there.
Okay.
This gentleman was probably in his 60s, late 60s.
Okay, so this is leaning real cowboy. Keep going.
Okay. So I see him and I cut my eyes over to him because I sense that he's staring right at me. We're talking 2.5 feet away from me. So he's intensely staring at me, and I'm trying to get back to the table. Wrestling water bottles. I cut my eyes over to him. I see that he has a harmonica
Okay.
in his mouth. No hands.
Oh.
And so I cut my eyes back over to Jackie, and he goes, whee, 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 breathing in and out of the harmonica. Something told me to not look back at him.
You never look back at a 60-year-old man in a cowboy hat playing a hands-free harmonica in your face, wheezing into a hands-free harmonica in your face. You never, because he takes it as a sign of aggression if you make eye contact.
That's what I felt
I don't need it.
in my soul.
What a weird thing to do.
So it gets weirder.
Okay,
Maybe.
can't wait.
So I just, my feet tell me to keep moving towards Jackie. So I do. He stands there and keeps doing it, watching me as I go all the way back to the table. Whee, whee.
Still wheezing.
Whee, whee.
Still harmonica wheezing.
So I sit down at my seat.
He's like the little guy with the broken thing on Toy Story, the wheezy.
Yes. That's exactly what it sounded like. There was no tune.
You're not playing music.
No.
There's no theory at work
You're
here.
breathing.
Yeah.
So I look back over at him, and he's still staring at me intently, but he stops wheezing, and then people start clapping
No.
in the lobby.
They're encouraging that sort of behavior.
Clapping. And he's wearing a leather fringed vest, Wranglers, plaid shirt, cowboy hat, and he's on ice skates, figure skates.
Walking on them?
Walking on them
Clomping
through the
around
lobby
on
with
his...
a harmonica in his mouth.
What a weird thing.
And then he starts doing it again. A few more wheezes, gets some more applause, no tune. And I just looked at Jackie and I said, well, there's something you don't see
I
every
gotta
day.
tell you, the bar for good harmonica at Arctic Edge Ice Skating Arena,
It's low.
pretty low.
No one's ever done it.
Did he ever play anything that was not just
No. And then he left
wheezing?
and I never saw him again.
Did he walk out into the parking lot in his figure skates, just never to be heard from again?
He might have been harmonica-ing on
If
the
you listen
ice.
carefully, in Arctic Edge after the doors are closed and it's dark, some still say he walks these halls. Some still say he clomps these halls, still wheezing through his harmonica. What a weird thing.
You guys, it was...
And he never said a word.
Never a word. Clomped off out into the ice.
And Jackie confirmed that she saw him too. You didn't just see him?
I mean, I'm going to follow up with her because it was that weird.
You sat down and said, there's something you don't see every day. And she was like, totally. And didn't know what you were talking about. What? There's something you don't see every day. Totally. A lady pastor.
Right. And that's what she thought I was referring to.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was weird. But it was awesome.
Just
And I thought, I'm going to have to tell my friends about this. I'm going to have to tell their listeners about this.
sit down, ladies and gentlemen, as I tell you the tale of Buford, the hands-free harmonica boy
Yes.
at Arctic Edge Ice Arena.
Not boy, gentleman. Mature gentleman.
'Twas once a boy,
Yeah.
and now is a man who gets applause. Listen,
Yeah.
as
And he had a big smile. He was thrilled.
a self-centered ham
Okay.
I got to tell you, you got to work hard for applause. People don't just be giving that out.
True.
What is this, Buford? Okay. Well, I want to go to Arctic Edge now.
Yeah.
Not to ice skate.
No, just to sit in the lobby.
I want to go to the ice skating rink to troll for old men playing hands-free harmonica.
That sounds awful.
Into your face.
You're into my face.
I don't like it.
It was so intense and strange. Okay, guys, this is our New Year's Eve spectacular.
Okay.
Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve is coming up.
Yeah.
And that's what we still call it, even though he's no longer with us.
That's a legacy right there.
Hosted by Ryan Seacrest.
The heir apparent.
Yeah, the heir apparent.
To Dick Clark. Protege.
This year, his co-host is Rita Ora.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to...
We're at the point where going through musical artists and celebrities on a thing, I just don't know.
That's exactly what I'm about to do. And
Bring it
I
on.
need you to tell me I want you to give a little ding on your xylophone there if you recognize these people.
Bring it on. Here we are. We're promoting it for you guys, so...
Jenny Mai is leading the Hollywood festivities.
Don't know who that is.
Okay. The following artists will participate. I want you to let me know. Aqua.
Oh, Barbie girl.
Okay.
Remember, I'm a Barbie girl. They're having a resurgence because of the Barbie movie.
Oh. Bing.
I know Aqua.
Doechii. Ellie Goulding.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me one. Green Day. Hey. Sometimes I get myself the...
Go ahead. No. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Janelle Monáe.
Yes.
Okay.
Janelle Monáe is great.
Give us one.
She's like, you know Janelle Monáe. Kind of like female James Brownie vibes.
Totally.
She's got some bangers.
She was one of the ones I recognized. Loud Luxury.
No, but I hate that name.
Loud Luxury times 2 friends.
Okay. Got it.
With Bebe Rexha.
I know who Baby Rexha is.
Okay, give us one. Ludacris.
Move. Get out the way.
Nile Rodgers and Chic.
Nile Rodgers. Nile
Listen,
Rodgers
you're
is
doing a lot better than I am.
pioneer of a very specific style of guitar playing. Has played session work for tons of people. Whenever you hear that kind of funky tang 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 tang, that's Nile Rodgers.
Do you know Chic?
Chic is the band that he's affiliated.
Okay, well, you're winning. Paul Russell.
No,
Renee Rapp.
I thought you were going to say Zellweger, and I was really excited.
Renee Rapp with Coco Jones.
No.
30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah, that's Jared Leto's band.
Oh, Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes,
Give
and
us
she
one.
has 2 E's.
Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter. Tyla.
Sabrina Carpenter, I think, is the girl who has been opening for Tay-Tay on the Eras tour, so I'm going to give that a low note.
Because she sings down in the low registers, guys.
That's what she does. She goes on stage and she just, it's like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, who's ready for Taylor Swift? Well, first, here comes Sabrina Carpenter. And it's just swing low. She comes out in like a glittery onesie. Sweet chariot.
Just kills the vibe.
Coming for to carry me home. And then she goes into some Oak Ridge Boys, Papa Mau Mau. That's Papa's stuff.
She's by herself looping in.
Papa Mau Mau.
That'd actually be amazing.
That would be
Just as a petite little woman, like,
boo.
I would cheer.
Boo.
Yeah. Okay, and the latest additions, LL Cool J.
They did a whole like 50 years of hip hop tour where they toured all the cities, and Questlove was in charge of his.
He's been alive for more than that.
Yeah, Questlove was in charge of his band, and so they coordinated it, and it was really cool. They jumped from city to city, and in each individual city, the people that were icons in that city from hip hop, like if they were in Philadelphia,
fun.
the Philadelphia people. If they were in LA, it would be LA people, and it's really cool because it's like even if they just did their one big hit, it would be like, here comes Ice-T. To do his big one. Here comes.
I really like that, actually.
It's pretty fun.
He needs an around the way girl, and that girl is Cardi B, and that's the other one.
I know Cardi B.
So that's it.
Listen,
You did great.
Kind of crushed it.
You really did.
Now-
I did not expect that.
Now, if you were to ask me to name songs by some of these people, couldn't do it. But I know who they are because, guys, I keep my finger on the pulse of what's happening.
Yes, you do.
I like to keep my finger on the pulse of what's happening in music today so that I can sit down and make music that none of these people's fans will ever like or listen to. They'll never engage with my
I'll
sad
do
boy.
the opposite of all those things.
Listen. Now bear with me. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to try to break into the industry, but I'm not going to do it the traditional way. I'm going to do stuff people are going to hate.
I'm coming in the back door.
I'm going to be the lady pastor on the reality show of music making.
That's it.
It's all about Brendan making music for no one. But it makes him happy, so shut up.
Makes me happy too. Makes a lot of people happy. Okay, guys, all these festivities begin at 8 Eastern Standard Time on Sunday evening.
Tune in. Hey,
New
listen.
Year's Rockin' Eve.
New Year's Rockin'
with
Eve.
Dick Clark, Ryan Seacrest, and Rita Ora.
With Dick Clark's protege, Ryan Seacrest and Rita Ora. Listen, hey, speaking of making people happy, this is a very Ashley segue. I have something that I needed to address.
Okay.
Dear friend.
Dear.
And listener of the pod.
Okay.
Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Called me the other day and we had a wonderful chat. Every time we get to catch up, we have a wonderful chat.
Sure.
But he told me that he had one bone to pick with me.
Uh-oh.
And I said, oh no.
Oh, no.
And I said, of all the dumb crap I say, I can only imagine. Frankly, it's
one?
pretty incredible that there's just the one bone to pick.
Yeah.
But he said, you were talking about Reynolds and you were talking about how I have cold hands, as do you guys. And he goes, and it's the worst. I agree. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. We're still on the same page. And he goes, but you called me skinny. And you're always talking about how you can lift 100 pounds. And he goes, I'm athletic.
Yes.
I'm not skinny. I'm athletic.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? You're right.
Say it. Do you know what I prefer instead of skinny?
But
lean.
that's what I said. I said, you know what? I actually think I said lean. He goes, I'm going to have to go back and listen because I would accept that.
Okay.
He was like, but just so you know, I can lift, no, he didn't say 100 pounds. He goes, I can do like 8 push-ups. I was like, yeah, you can.
I prefer lean to skinny.
Yeah, because lean seems like you could be like toned.
Lean and mean.
Lean and mean. Lean. When I hear lean, I think of
Svelte.
Brad Pitt and Fight Club.
Yeah.
Lean, ripped.
Yes.
When I hear skinny, I think Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory.
That's it. And it's there's a distinction.
I mean,
Clearly.
I don't know.
Depends who you ask.
It depends who you ask.
Okay, speaking of the new year.
I get compared to both all the time.
That's true.
I've been compared to everyone.
Depends on the day.
I've been compared to Tom Brady. I've been compared to Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. I've been compared to Jelly Roll.
Who's that?
Depends which season of life you catch me in, guys.
And which lighting?
Which lighting
If
and
I've
which...
got my ring light on.
Depends which angle.
That's right. Okay, speaking of the new year.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pantone,
Yeah.
color experts, just released the color of the year for 2024.
Okay.
Peach fuzz.
Okay.
Peach fuzz is supposed to be a compassionate and nurturing soft peach shade conveying a heartfelt kindness. Pantone states in their announcement, we're living in a period that's rife with turmoil and controversy.
Look at Pantone.
And the velvety pastel color is the brand's response to this.
Really changing the world one swatch at a time.
That's what I'm saying.
Thanks, guys.
I would like a peach fuzz blanket that I would like to bury my head in for the remainder of 2024.
Yeah, well, okay. I thought you were just going to say through the end of this year. I was like, that's manageable. The whole year.
365.
Okay, bye. Guys, this has been Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. We'll see you in 2025. Maybe. Maybe if we can dig Ashley out of her peach fuzz cocoon, she goes into her Pantone yurt.
It's true. And okay, so peach fuzz is in contrast to last year, which the color was Viva Magenta.
Yeah.
Which was
and we saw what a dumpster fire that turned into. Viva Magenta. What did you expect? Kick the doors in, Pantone. Chill out.
It was a bold and fearless crimson red.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what we needed.
No.
They're trying to go the opposite of that.
Well, way to swing the pendulum back, guys.
Yeah. Hopefully it's going to work out.
Golly.
If this is a claim to what kind of year we're going to have, we're in for a good one, guys. A warm and compassionate future.
I can't wait for him to swing it back in 25 with like Flaming Fury hammer fist. It's like a super bright like red that's just on fire.
That's what it was last year.
It's the color of the fire Elmo emoji. 2025's the year we punch a hole in the universe. We rip a hole in the sun.
Well...
Who's ready? You bunch of peach fuzz pansies.
I'm going to be curled up in my blanket.
You're going to be in your blanket while I'm ripping a hole in the universe. Woo!
Okay, speaking of New Year's, again.
Go ahead.
Part 2. What are some things, some intentions that you're setting for yourself? Do we want to call them resolutions?
No.
Okay.
Because that's just setting me up to fail at it. I intend to do it. I don't resolve.
I do enjoy the start of a new year.
I'm not-
It feels shiny and new.
I feel like
full of possibility.
I feel like I might get to it, but I'm not resolute.
That's fine.
You know.
Sure. What are your New Year's maybes?
Let's
Possibles.
see. And guys, I was told to come prepared with these.
Well, I didn't want to be like, hey, what are your New Year's intentions? And you'd
So
be like, duh,
naturally,
duh, duh.
I didn't. Here they are.
Thinking of them on the fly.
One cliche. Gonna use more cliches.
Okay.
So now
at parties and
So
such.
now that when I was over there, hey guys, here comes cliche Brandon. He's got all the good ones. No, one
Yeah.
very cliche, but back to the gym.
Yep.
My long walks are wonderful, but like it's time to re-engage with like some actual like muscle building exercise.
Getting lean.
Getting lean.
Svelte.
Getting Sheldon from I'm Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory right now, and I'm about ready to be Tyler Durden. So who's ready? But we don't talk about it. First rule about Fight Club is we do not talk about Fight Club.
Durden. You really Durden.
Tyler, I'm more of a Tyler Derp. Right? I can get to a certain place, but I'm never going to get fully Durdened. I'll get derped, and that's fine. As long as I'm on the Durden spectrum,
Tyler derped.
dude, it's like just a slightly off version of him. Hey, everybody, I'm Tyler Derp. The first rule of Not Quite Club is we don't talk about Not Quite Club. Yes. He's almost there. He's almost there.
Don't talk about it.
Edward Just Shorten and Tyler Derp. Here they go. So let's re-engage in the gym.
Yeah.
Second,
Let's.
let us. Second one, good to go cliche again. Stay in positive mental health. Keep going in that direction.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes. Because we're finishing out 2023 strong in that
totally.
area.
Totally.
Because you've taken the steps to do so.
100%.
You can't stay stuck.
Continuously, all the time.
Yeah.
Next, and also very importantly, I have that record, and I'm Michael Trepanier, and I have our final tracking day scheduled next week.
Nice.
And we're going to finish it, and then we're going to get mixed. So getting that out early in the year.
Lovely.
Very excited about
Can't
that.
wait for it.
It's my favorite thing.
Yay.
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
So those are mine.
I love those. Those are good. Mine.
Learn to read
Okay.
is one.
That's like way, way down.
No, because really, I know how a stop sign's shaped. Like I can make it round.
You're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine, continuing with Operation Al Dente, I have kind of slipped just a little bit here over the last week or so because of the holidays.
Yeah.
So we're getting back in, but I'm really proud of myself.
You're in the cheese.
I'm in cheese zone.
Cheese chasm.
That's it. And I will climb out of it. I haven't decided if I'm going to do my veggie fast in January. Jeff and I always do this.
Yeah.
I really do enjoy it. It's more of a reset than anything.
Sure.
And I know how you feel about plant-based.
Well,
not great.
Well, I think that, but to clarify, I eat a ton of veggies. I actually love veggies.
Yes.
I'm very lucky that I like them, but I like them as a complement to an animal-based protein,
Got it.
which is why I'm so powerful.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so Operation Al Dente.
Operation Al Dente, continuing on. And for me, I've got the opposite of you. I've been doing weight training. I want to incorporate more steps.
Yeah.
And in the last week, I have been doing that, taking the dogs for a walk. And it's good for all of us.
Yeah.
Any kind of weather.
It's great. I like the idea of having both. Because like when I got real heavy into the weight stuff, I would just do it every single day. But I feel like maybe 3 days a week and then walks on the other. I feel like there's a good balance.
There's a balance.
At this stage in my life,
Yes.
I find mobility, feeling good,
Yes.
all of that. And I feel like I get both from,
Yep.
like it's equal parts.
Yep. And I used to get my steps in on the elliptical, but I feel much better when I go outside.
I do too. Well, because you get the benefit of the walk itself.
Yes, you do.
Right? Instead of just going through the motions of
That's right.
walking.
That's right. And you get, the vitamin D, you get the fresh air. It's good. And if
You get to
take
see
your dog,
you get to see the zany characters on your walking trail. You get to see the old man in the lady's hat.
it's my favorite.
You get attacked by a Mississippi kite bird.
It's my favorite.
It's wonderful.
It is. Also, I really want to start writing again, apart from Sunday
Ooh.
messages. Yeah. I don't know what that means.
I love that.
I don't know what form that would take, but I got a lot of stuff in my head and my heart, and writing helps me process. And I haven't been doing much of that.
Sit down and do it.
I know.
Have you ever read the book, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield?
I haven't.
It's wonderful.
Okay.
And it's one that so many like creatives that I admire have turned me on to. And it is a huge part of a practice that I do every single day, which are like my little morning creatives. Like you walked in and I was working on a song this morning. Like
Every time I walk in, you're doing one.
every morning I try to sit down and I try to do something creative because it sets the tone for my day. And a lot of times I come away with good ideas. A lot of times I come away with trash, but like it's the act of the doing.
Yeah. What's it called?
The Art of War by Stephen Pressfield.
Art of War?
Or sorry, that's by Sun Tzu.
I was going to say.
And that's the book of the year for 2025, nerds.
The Art of
War of Art.
War
Sorry.
of Art. Got
Flip
it.
that, reverse it, Wonka. But
Got it.
his whole thing is some people subscribe to the philosophy that you sit and wait for the muse to show up. And then when the moment strikes you, you work. But his thing is like, treat it like a job. You actually clock in, you sit down to do the work because you can't be there to receive the muse unless you're doing the work. And I heard Michael Trepanier put it wonderfully when I was on his wonderful podcast.
Man, like fourth reference for
I know.
Michael. Winning.
When I was on his wonderful podcast, 15 Minutes of, a while ago,
Go back and listen, guys. It was really great.
the way he phrased it was, you can't paint something unless you sit down to mix paint that day. And I think I love it because if you're there and you're prepared to receive inspiration,
Yeah.
inspiration comes.
That's good.
So.
Because I typically subscribe to the first way of doing things when the inspiration hits.
Yes, and same sometimes, but I find that when I'm actually treating it like this
discipline.
is a discipline, right? You get the benefit of the discipline, you get the benefit of the doing, and you also are, I feel like more, this is kind of woo-woo way to put it, but I feel like you're more like open to receive ideas and creativity.
Listen, I do things hand in hand with the Holy Spirit. That's not woo-woo to me.
She's a pastor, guys.
It's all about Ashley.
NBC this fall.
Okay. So that was good.
TBN this fall, the Bible Network.
Ew. Okay. No, and here, this brings up another point. A lot of, and I don't want to make broad generalizations here,
Oh, that's all I want to do.
but a lot of, sadly, what we would call faith-based or Christian art in terms of like television, movies, I feel like we fall short a lot of times.
I agree.
And it's very unfortunate
I
because we
agree.
got a lot of good stories in there to tell. That is why I'm really enjoying The Chosen. And I've talked about this before. Pitch for The Chosen. It is very well done,
The
guys.
Chosen, dear friend and listener of the pod.
Dear friend.
Lisa Tabish's daughter,
Yes, plays Mary Magdalene.
big time.
Lizzie Tabish.
Big time. And
She's phenomenal in this, guys.
and her brother, one of my best friends in the world, Jesse,
Hi,
is the
Jesse.
closest thing to a musical genius I've ever known.
Yeah.
What is in the DNA in the Tabish family?
What's in the DNA?
Just cranking out artists.
But guys, we didn't plan to talk about this. I've talked about it in the past, but while we're here,
Religion?
The Chosen has been such a gift in these last several years. I mean, during the pandemic, The Chosen was church for me. It really was. The way that they tell these stories is so beautiful. And they do kind of fill in some gaps in scripture, but never in a way that I think, oh, that's inappropriate, or I wouldn't think that could
Does it
happen. 'cause it's
humanize
very
the story
appropriate.
and the characters?
Yes, so
you?
beautifully. Brandon, you should.
I feel
find
like
out.
that's
It's
I feel like
beautiful.
that's the thing with
Yeah.
anything is when you can humanize any story.
Yes.
It gives it like recontextualizes
Yeah.
it, right? And it makes it like
Character development.
right. And so someone who maybe just would not find it accessible at the very least can come in and understand it from a cinematic standpoint or a storytelling standpoint, which I think doesn't get done in any religious based anything, whether it be
It's hard.
Whatever religion.
Yeah, because when you read scripture, it can seem very flat.
Well, and you can just lean on dogma and stick to that rather than fleshing out what you're
Yep,
doing.
exactly.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
is a
that-
way to round it out, and boy, is it beautiful. I don't think there's
Boy,
an
is it
episode.
beautiful.
Boy, golly.
Oh my god!
I don't think there's an episode of this show that hasn't brought me to tears, and it's absolutely stunning.
What about the one where Mary hops on a motorcycle and jumps over a shark tank?
That did not happen.
Jumping the shark?
Didn't happen.
Happened on.
Anyway.
Oh no, sorry, that was Happy Days.
Okay.
I was conflating Mary with the Fonz again.
Oh, it happens a lot, right? Well, I can see.
Hey, I'm Mary.
I can see how you can make that mistake. Okay, guys, news from the Nextdoor app.
Okay, go ahead.
Couple things. It's kind of kicking back up again. People have been on their best behavior, probably for Santa.
They're coming out of their cheese comas.
And so, anyway, guys, I haven't seen any updates on the Santa impersonator that was breaking into cars over the last couple weeks.
Yeah, you know why?
I've been watching
Because he got himself a new hat and a harmonica for Christmas. He's been trolling
It's
he's
Buford.
trolling at Arctic Edge.
It's Buford.
He's got a different hat every time I see him.
Yeah.
But you can hear him coming.
You can hear him coming. Actually, what a horrific,
Dude,
scary character.
For a murderer.
Oh,
Horror Monica. and the female lead, the survivor girl, is this plucky college freshman named Monica, and she's getting like stalked. She works at a coffee shop. She goes out back to dispose of the bagels for the day. She's throwing them in the dumpster, and then just off in the distance, she hears. She goes, "Who is that?" My boyfriend's gonna kick your butt.
and she has so much time to get away, but she's frozen in fear.
And you just hear his spurs. His spurs and his horror harmonica coming after you.
No, his figure skates.
Coming to theaters. This harmonica ween. I don't know.
What a horrible, horrible, but also scary.
Just when you thought it was safe to go to the folk music shop. Just when you thought it was safe to go ice skating.
I love it.
Here comes Buford. And his horror harmonica.
So good.
My boyfriend's gonna kick your butt. I gotta throw these bagels away.
Oh, Addison. No, what was her name? Monica.
Addison?
Well, I'm looking at the agenda here.
Okay.
And Addison is the person who's done this post on the Nextdoor app. Addison just posted out of nowhere, "I am not flattered with all the noise." That's it.
Buford.
That's it.
What is the... But could you explain?
People responded with a lot of question marks,
So if I'm the one making the noise, I can knock it off?
I guess. And Lorena replied, "Addison, your post doesn't make any sense." Addison never jumped back in to clarify. "I am not flattered with all the noise."
Also that I'm not flattered.
I know.
Is that our intention with our noise, is to flatter Addison?
It's all about Addison.
Flattering Addison. All the suits on Madison Avenue.
I don't know.
Flattering Addison, me and you.
And she probably had a good...
I'm not flattered with your noise, Buford. Put yourself back on ice.
Really good. Just what a bunch of random things all coming together. And she probably had a really good reason for
Doubt
this.
it.
Maybe somebody
Doubt it.
was popping off fireworks on Christmas. But the choice of words is what's interesting to
Yeah.
me. And I'm going to start, that's a New Year's resolution. I'm not flattered with this.
That's the new, for 2024, not flattered is the new nonplussed,
Yes.
right?
I'm not flattered
Peach fuzz is the new magenta, and not flattered is the new nonplussed.
with that's it. And then Lawrence, shortly after Addison's post, said, "I'm searching for a unsubscribe to Nextdoor."
Oh, well, it's easy to do.
All of us.
You just got to log off, pal.
All of us are.
Yeah, listen.
Lawrence.
I'm not flattered with you, Lawrence.
Okay, how is your algorithm?
So I've got a new guy. I think I've sent him to you. His name's Mr. Matt Hill, I think.
Okay.
And he opens up every post. He's like a
I haven't seen him
He's
yet.
like a comedian
Okay.
type, but he plays this kind of character, and he starts everything by going, "Hey guys, this is Matt from before."
I love that.
And then he's just like, "Hey, it's just well, the most recent one. I'm going to butcher it, but he's like, 'Hey guys, this is Matt from before. But you guys do ever wonder where sauerkraut comes from?' And it's like, there's a thing. So guys, there's this girl. She's called Sexy Lucy, and she came up with it. And but then they said she was trying to get her friends to leave, and then everybody stayed because they liked sauerkraut. She had to move to Akron. So have you guys some sauerkraut?" It's stuff like that.
Okay.
It's my impression. Hey guys,
I've never heard it, but it sounds good.
I just love. Hey guys, this is Matt from before.
I do love that.
I sent you over that video that Michael Trepanier sent me of
Fifth mention.
the dude doing the Heelys, keeping it fresh. So that's in there.
And the more times we say Heelys, the more they're going to pop up in the algorithm.
Heelys. Heelys. Can we start a company that sells Heelys and like delicious candies and call it Heely Yum?
Ooh.
Right?
No, it'll never go.
Okay,
It'll
well,
never work.
Yeah, let's file it with All About
Too
Ashley.
bad I've already invested.
Too bad I already bought a restaurant and started Heely Yum.
That's right.
And I on spec started writing the script for All About Ashley. 2024 is really shaping up to be a bad year.
Really shaping up.
All right.
Whatever.
How's your algorithm?
I'm going to be in my peach fuzz blanket.
I'm in my peach fuzz era.
Yes. So I have not been on Instagram much in the past couple of days, but the thing that made me laugh so hard, you guys have probably seen this viral Christmas bath that was originally posted by Jet Set Farmhouse.
So dumb.
Well, it was very involved.
Dumb.
So I really had a hard time figuring out if this was a serious suggestion.
Same.
Went to the page, which honestly, good on you, Jet Set Farmhouse, for driving traffic to you. We could take some cues from you.
We could.
Let's do a viral New Year's bath. What would we put in there? Fireworks?
Black-eyed peas.
Sparklers?
I'm just going to bathe in a claw tub full of black-eyed peas.
Chinese food?
And I'll be like, hey guys, this is Brandon from before. Have you guys ever had sauerkraut and pork for New Year's? And this also black-eyed peas is going to make you a happy lucky boy. And everybody who thinks that I'm not going to conquer 24, you're wrong, because look at these black-eyed peas. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Black-eyed peas song, guys. Hey, thanks.
No, but listen. This is how we launch our platform.
Me bathing in black-eyed peas?
No, you making the viral New Year's Eve bath. Ramen noodles. Lo mein.
All my regrets from
Kung Pao
23.
chicken. Sparklers that you light and then just dip in, so they're just like hot pokers in the bath.
Yeah, and I've just got a jaunty, too small for me New Year's hat and like 2001 glasses because I can't find new ones.
And things like just throw handfuls of confetti in.
Just poppers on the ground.
Yes.
I'll clean it up later. Right now is the time to set intentions.
Brandon, I'm not kidding, because it would be a spoof on this one. People would come to our page to be like, are they serious? And they'll shortly find out that we are not.
Guys, get ready, because every grocer in this area is about to be sold out of black-eyed peas.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
I'm just going to be dumping them in there.
Yeah.
Ugh, can you imagine?
No. But our boy Shabazz Says did a take on this. And it was,
look at this. Look at this holiday bath.
she's got the cranberries in.
On this,
go
on with it.
On with
Stop it. You stop it.
It's really good.
On this episode of I'm Rich Your Poor, we're going to be drawing a holiday bath.
So good. So good.
What are you on about?
So good.
He's great.
And listen, we need to send him a peach fuzz blanket.
He has exploded.
Yeah.
Not in the literal.
Probably
but
because of us.
Well, listen, he was a mediocre talent to start.
If we could go back to the beginning of this podcast.
We've propped up too many influencers. We need
to start charging.
To our own detriment.
That's true. Okay, what you been watching, reading, or listening to?
Man, binged Mother God yesterday.
Ooh.
Wild.
Wild.
Don't have the words.
She was blue at the end.
She
it
was
horrific to watch.
Quite literally a silvery blue.
It was terrible to watch.
It was like a Smurf Tin Man hybrid.
It was.
Wild.
Unbelievable. Because of all the silver she had ingested.
Yeah,
colloidal silver.
Do you want to know the craziest thing about all of it to me?
Sure.
Is
please.
How much time you got? But no, is that they're still on board.
They're still on board.
Wild.
They completely still believe all of it, because a lot of times what you see with those types of documentaries,
it's like
on cults,
they get like Stockholm syndrome. They start to like sympathize with their captor or the people and once they get some distance from it, they're like, that was weird.
That was wild. And I see that I was brainwashed and all of that.
Nope.
But not this crew.
They're still on board.
They still talk to Robin Williams. Guys, it is wild. And honestly, I know we're chuckling, but it was heartbreaking to see this happen.
It was crazy.
It was hard to watch.
It was so bizarre. You couldn't write it.
No.
So bizarre.
A lot of drugs.
Yeah, a lot of
that contributed to that.
Los drogas.
Yes.
I just started reading this new Novelist as a Vocation Haruki Murakami book that I got. Excited about that. And I went back and started listening to
Jelly roll.
Jelly roll, baby, Rexa. And there's a guy named Blake Mills who I quite like. And I went back to some of his records because I was listening for like production ideas because he's a really good producer. So I've been listening to a bunch of Blake Mills.
Nice.
He's pretty great.
Sponsor us, Blake Mills.
Please.
Okay, we watched Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was a 2-parter.
Well,
Guys, it's
a
about...
2-parter on the back half of it, like a 7-parter.
Yeah. It's about AI, this one.
I'm sure it is.
They're fighting AI.
Yeah, they are.
And how do you do that? I will say there was a slow start. It didn't suck me in. Because Mission Impossibles, that's what they do.
Yeah.
They suck you in.
They suck you right in. They didn't do it.
Not this one, with me.
Listen, atypical of a Timothy Cruise movie.
I know.
He likes to get it started.
I
He likes to
know.
bathe in black-eyed peas and get it started.
I know, but I will say, by the end of this thing, some of the action sequences at the end of Part 1, best I've ever seen.
Hey.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Also, Tom,
Doing his own stunts.
still got it.
Doing his own stunts.
Still got it. He rode a motorcycle off a mountain.
And he shot it multiple times. Have you seen the behind the scenes of him doing it?
No.
They show it, and like he does it once, and gets the shot, and they're like, okay, great. The super bankable movie star who we don't want dying in a horrific motorcycle crash got the shot.
He
Move
probably
on.
wanted to.
And he was like, no, let's do it again. And I think he shot it numerous times, riding that thing off, and then just pulling the ripcord on the deal. Risk taker.
Dang.
Dynamite.
I respect it.
No, thank you.
He looks great,
Well,
is what I'm saying. I don't know how he's doing it. What sorcery is this?
well,
Last night, we watched City Slickers.
so great.
So great.
So great. Holds up.
Norman, hello.
Hello.
And I said to Jeff, when they do the in memoriam for Billy Crystal, which I hate to even think about, but they're going to show scenes from that last cattle drive where he's coming down the hill and he's smiling.
Yeah. Can I tell you something that's my favorite thing
He
about
looks great
that
in
movie?
that film.
Is that Jack Palance won an Oscar for his performance. Well, that won't be in the final recording. But Jack Palance won an Oscar for a movie where he delivered the line, "I crap bigger than you." Whoa. Oscar. And
He
did,
won an Oscar for that?
I think so. He did one-arm push-ups on the stage.
I did not remember that happening.
Well, it
Guys,
happened.
what you don't know is that music just started playing in our ears. Okay, what is your warm heartbeat?
I'm going to say I had a really wonderful conversation with an old friend the other day where just hearing about some wonderful things going on in his life and how he's doing and makes me really happy to see someone thriving and doing well in their life.
Yeah.
And then also made a new friend recently that had some very, very kind words for me. So just people and support and us supporting them supporting us just as individuals was nice.
Yeah, I love that.
So there you go.
Mine for as we head into the new year is family, extended family, nuclear family. Just so grateful for all of it. Don't take it for granted. All the memories we've made over the last few days have been just, ones that I'll cherish.
How about that family? Ashley and Vin Diesel. It's all about family, guys.
All about family, guys.
It's not about being fast. It's not about being furious. It's about family.
That's right.
Hey, guys, thanks for listening to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, Rockin' Eve, Dick Clark, Baby Rexa, Brian Seacrest.
Go take a bath with beans, guys.
That might be the title.
Took us this long to get here.
Took us. All right. Bye.
Bye.